All right. Okay. You guys want to hear some Wemby praise? I love Wemby praise. So your boy, well, I don't know if he's your boy. I don't know. But Jerry West, very, very old man. But he is a legend, nonetheless. And he's an old man with good takes. So let's listen to what this old man has to say about Wemby. He's already praised Wemby. If you guys remember, during the first Summer League game, they interviewed him, and he said, like, he's very similar to Kareem, and that's who he reminds him of. So I definitely want to hear what Jerry West has to say now. This is recent, too, by the way. This was, just almost a week ago. So let's listen.
I mean, obviously we saw him.
Oh, sorry.
What are your thoughts on Victor Wembanyama? I mean, obviously we saw him just in a little bit of time on the court. I can't think of a better coach than Greg Popovich to help him along. But what are your thoughts on him?
Well, a disclaimer first, okay? Because I'm still involved with the Clippers today.
Sure,
You're
sure.
really not supposed to talk about other players, and I hope the NBA understands that. But he is one of those.
You're the logo. They better.
Those players that you feel like he's going to be an iconic player. If you watch him, he's highly skilled. He probably needs to be, more schooled in playing in the NBA. He can run. He can shoot three-point shots. I think his best skill is going to be blocking shots early in his career. But for people who haven't seen him play, he's pretty spectacular. But the other thing about him, if you put a microphone in front of him, he is fantastic. And to me, he's more than a basketball player. He is someone who gives the league another positive voice.
That's true. That's absolutely true. I mean, I don't have much to add to that, honestly, chat. He's just spitting facts. That is true.
First game in the Summer League when I watched him play, he really did not play as up to his hype, and none of those kids do at that age. But he got on TV afterwards, and he was being interviewed, and he said, well, I didn't have my best game, but I think I'll do better going forward. I mean, he was so polished and so poised.
I mean, even after that game, he said, I didn't know what I was doing. Like, I didn't. And that's another thing. Like, he's so honest with himself that it's going to be really easy for coaches to help him grow. Because there's so many players that aren't honest with themselves. They just think that they're the stuff. And, they're just, they're trying to get better. But, in front of the cameras, they need you to know that they're the stuff. And he's not necessarily like that. Show the hair clan. My hair? Got it. Kind of got it weird right now. There you go.
And that's what the NBA needs, another voice to replace the ones who have been here for years. So to me, it's just like, from one generation to the next, and he's going to create a new player, also new fans.
A lot of people say, like, he's going to revolutionize the NBA, and I could definitely see that, okay? Where they're like, oh, we're going to have so many big men doing this, that, and the third. But I don't know, man. I mean, I know this is the direction that the NBA has gone in, but, like, we really expect, like, 7-foot guys to be able to do this? I mean, I just think it's so rare, and you might not see it again. Maybe another time in our lifetime, but I don't know if there's going to be all these players being able to do that. It's not like we don't already have players that's similar to Wemby, like, in a sense. I mean, Wemby's going to be better, but, like, Porzingis is pretty close to that. But I don't know. We're going to see, like, 7'5" guys doing step back jump. I don't know. That's really hard to find. Especially because, I mean, just being real, like, when you're that tall, like, physically, it's hard for you to be able to have the amount of mobility that Victor has. So I don't know.
That's what we talked about on the phone the other day.
Yes.
We talked about Antetokounmpo. We talked about Jokic. We talked about these voices that are just making the NBA look better and better every time they open their mouths.
Well, as I say, that's what's remarkable. I think we're getting kids now from Europe. A lot of kids in Europe. France at one time did not have a very good basketball program. They have a great basketball program, and again, I think it's because of the French players who've played over here successfully, and
a lot of those NBA players go back to those leagues as well. So
Victor is the next in line. we're going to see more kids coming from Africa, I think, because the NBA has done an incredible job. NBA and along with Masai Ujiri at Toronto, they've done an incredible job. They have brought resources to them that they didn't have. And if you're a solitary person and there's not very many people around, basketball, you can do everything that you need to do to develop your skills. And then comes playing against competition. And these kids are going to be like, when I was a kid, that's all I did was shoot basketball by myself, never dreaming that I would be able to play at the highest level in this league. And there's hundreds and thousands of kids all over the world who have that dream.
Catch the Rich Eisen.
Oh, he was speaking facts, ladies and gentlemen. Jerry West has some really good takes when it comes to basketball. I don't hear him, too often because I'd be honest, I don't really look into Jerry West like that. But dude, every time he talks about basketball, he is spot on. Let me see what the comments say under this. Here's a hater. I love haters. Oh, you guys can't even see that. He says spending his career in the ICU. Okay. And then someone said you must be fun at parties. Ironic because the 2 picks below him are the ones who got hurt already. And then this guy who said spending his career in the ICU said, I'm a blast. Just ask your girl. Ha ha. Wow. Another hater. Brick door, the bust of the century. And then someone said hater. What the heck is up with these comments? I wish the young fella well. Jerry West knows basketball, so any endorsement from him means a lot. Susie carrying the show as usual. What? He's right, though. I was surprised how poised and nice he was when they interviewed him after the game in Summer League. It's amazing how all of our best players are foreign. Okay. And then this person said, I knew America would get passed up. Our athletes just don't work as hard or understand the fundamental like they teach overseas. Okay, first off, this is the same dude who said that he'll be in the ICU, so I'm not gonna screw him. But I don't know. I mean, there's great American players. There's great foreign players. I do think that overseas they teach more fundamental basketball, but I don't know if I would go as far as to say every one of our best players are foreign. Is that true? I mean, there's Giannis, Jokic, Embiid. Let me see. NBA top players. Is that true? Let's see. I'm looking at this top 50 list. Actually, let's go all the way. Top 10 is what we care about, right? Let's see. I feel like it's a healthy mix, right? All right, so Jokic, Giannis, Luka. Okay, there's Tatum. I actually don't know where Jason Tatum's from. Oh, gosh. Excuse me. Joel Embiid, Kevin Durant, Steph Curry, SGA. Okay, SGA is Canadian. Dame Lillard, John Morant. Dude, it's like 50-50. That's not true. It's just 50-50. Because you see 1, 2, this dude, top 10. 3, 4, 5. It's literally 50-50. I was exactly, I was right on. Yeah, it's 50-50. I don't know why people say that. I mean, there's more foreign players that's showing up, but as far as American born players, I mean, it's 50-50 in the top best players in the NBA. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't really matter. I don't care where they're from, but I just hear that argument all the time, and that's not necessarily true. There's great American players too. They know the game of basketball too. I mean, Steph Curry, I guess Steph Curry just doesn't know the game of basketball the same way Luka Doncic does. I mean, come on. You covered the new downtown Spurs arena. That's actually what we're going to talk about soon. So you need to be patient, July. You need to be patient. Good stuff, though. Good stuff.